Well, good morning, everyone. It is 6 o'clock here on this Wednesday. Thank you for starting your day with us here on Sunrise. Jason and Alicia here with you as we brace for even more snow.
I know. You know what the good news is? So there was originally 2 weather warn days on tap, but the storm is shifting, so there's just one now. So
just one.
That's the silver line. Let's get out to Guy with more on what we can expect today and with this weather warn day tomorrow.
Right, yeah, that weather warn day, we decided to drop Friday just because the storm will wrap pretty early. So winter storm watches still posted for Thursday afternoon into Friday early, but the heaviest of the snow trending south for Friday. Let's get right into things today because we have some scattered snow showers in the forecast. Right now, things are quiet and things will remain quiet through a good portion of the morning. It isn't until late morning when scattered snow showers start to move into the Twin Cities metro, and then we'll keep some snow showers throughout the daytime, and temperatures warming up above freezing too. So it's also possible we could just see some drizzle for the afternoon at times. So accumulations today, minor. Expect minor travel impacts. Radar already active with snow, but mainly north of 94. You'll see south of that snow showers already developing from Mankato to Albert Lea. This will continue to lift northward, and that's when we'll find some scattered snow just hanging throughout the eastern section of the state today. But tomorrow, a different storm, a different system will move through. I'm timing it out with some graphic maps and running some forecast animations here in about 10 minutes.
Guy, looking forward to that. Thank you. 6:02 is your time as you're getting ready to head out the door. We do have one stalled vehicle. That is the only issue in the metro. You can see it near the airport in the South Metro, 494 and Highway 77 near the ramp there. Not a great spot. It's just around the bend. So folks entering that ramp, just watch out for this stalled vehicle blocking that right shoulder. Again, 494 at the Highway 77 ramp. In just hours, the family of Khalil Azad will rally outside of Robbinsdale PD, demanding more transparency about his death.
The BCA has taken over the case to determine what happened before Azad was pulled from a Twin Cities lake last July, 2 days after a traffic stop and police chase. CC is live at the Robbinsdale Police Department with new information this morning. CC.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, for weeks now, there's been a public push for more transparency, as you mentioned, about Azad's death. That's why the Minnesota BCA is stepping in. That's why the Robbinsdale Police Department released body cam footage last night. But today at 3:30, there's going to be a rally here at the police department for even more footage to be released. I'll touch on that in a minute here. But first, let's take a look at the video that was just released. Robbinsdale Police released nearly 5 hours of body cam and squad car footage from the chase. None of the videos provided by the police show them making contact with Azad, but Azad's family and local social justice groups responded to the video release, saying they think the footage had a number of discrepancies. After graphic images of Azad were found on social media, his family and community members rallied for answers yesterday. They say the pictures don't match the ruling from the medical examiner, which says Azad accidentally drowned. So they want clarity, and tonight they're demanding that footage from every agency involved be released. So they're looking for video and audio from New Hope, Crystal, Plymouth, the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department, and also the State Trooper Patrol. And as I mentioned, they don't want just video, they also want dispatch audio released too. Jason, Alicia.
Yeah, family's still looking for answers there. All right, CC reporting live in Robbinsdale. Thank you.
Well, this morning, we now know the names of 3 people found dead inside their home in Fish Lake Township. The Chisago County Sheriff's Office says Darrell, Denise, and Kirk Matson were all shot to death. Their bodies were found Sunday during a welfare check. Investigators say a person of interest in the shootings was found dead at a different location the day before. Authorities do not believe there is any threat to the public.
We're learning this morning that another inmate has died at the Olmsted County Adult Detention Center in Rochester. Melvin Bush was found not breathing during a routine wellness check. This comes a little over 2 weeks after another inmate died in the same manner. The BCA is currently investigating. Hennepin County deputies are staying in Golden Valley to help police keep the city safe. Late last night, the City Council approved a new contract with the county, keeping sheriff's deputies on a 12-hour rotating shift with Golden Valley officers. The Golden Valley Police Department has less than 10 sworn-in officers in the department right now. Developing right now, 2 Americans kidnapped just beyond the border in Mexico are back in the United States.
And we're learning 2 other Americans in their group are dead. And this morning, more details are coming out about the victims and the attack. Jen is following all this for us.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, this happened just right across the border from the United States, from Texas. In this area, it's called Matamoros, Mexico, and it's highlighted in red because it is one of the areas for which the State Department has issued a do not travel advisory. So this attack, it happened in broad daylight. Here's a photo of the aftermath published in a Mexican newspaper. The group of 4 Americans from South Carolina was in that white van, and they came under heavy fire not long after they crossed the border from Brownsville, Texas into Mexico. Their family said they were traveling there for a cosmetic medical procedure. 2 of those Americans were shot and killed. 1 is hurt, the other is said to be physically okay. This area is well known for cartel activity.
The DEA and the FBI are doing everything possible to dismantle and disrupt and ultimately prosecute the leaders of the cartels and the entire networks that they depend on.
This morning, we know 1 person has been arrested for this. The FBI is now working with Mexican authorities to use cell phone data to try to track down the other people involved. Again, though, this was just not too far after that border crossing from Texas.
And so many people have plans, spring break in regions, like you said, Cancun are still under alert too.
Talk more about that in just 30 minutes.
Okay, Jen, thanks.
Well, over at the Capitol, U of M officials made their case to lawmakers hoping to get financial support to buy back 4 hospitals from Fairview Health. They're asking for nearly $1 billion from the state. The U wants to buy back those facilities ahead of the potential Sanford-Fairview merger. However,
So I do not know that the state of Minnesota needs to commit $1 billion to this at this point when we have so little information about the valuation of the properties, whether charitable or fair market value.
If we want to have better healthcare in the state of Minnesota, and I think it would be copied elsewhere, we should protect the unique and irreplaceable resource that the University of Minnesota Medical School and its clinical arm is.
in a statement, Fairview and Sanford say they are open to selling 2 of the hospitals to the U.
Yeah, some students, workers, and patients at M Health Fairview are protesting the merger. They held a rally before the Senate hearing on the proposed deal. Representatives from the Minnesota Nurses Association and SEIU Healthcare Minnesota and Iowa say they believe it will increase corporate control over healthcare and threaten costs and services to patients.
We have contracts that allow us to advocate for the patients, and that is a huge reason. Sanford and Fairview are in no way guaranteeing that our union contracts will stay put.
Both hospitals agreed to push back the merger until the end of the month. Other bills are in the works that would require the health commissioner to approve any hospital mergers. All right, 6:08. Right now it is clear and quiet outside. You see the radar on the left-hand side of your screen. Nothing happening over us here in the Twin Cities Metro. But flakes, they're going to be coming here very soon. In fact, we have a weather warn day on tap this week.
Yeah, for tomorrow. That's when we're going to find that weather warn day. Not today, but we still have snow in the forecast. We have some scattered snow showers in the forecast that will move throughout the morning hours, and that will later on impact us as you get into the afternoon and evening time. So right now it feels like 23 on the skin. Air temperatures are right around the freezing mark, a little breezy. Here's radar. Most of the snow north of 94 starting to make its way south, and Mankato, Albert Lea, again, this little area of snow will continue to move up to the north as well, and things kind of breaking apart as they track northward towards the metro. So today, just expect some scattered snow showers throughout the daytime, and as temperatures warm up above the freezing mark later on, we could even see some of rain and drizzle kind of mix in with some of those flakes. So minor impacts for today, but you'll see in northern Iowa, this will all be heading up our way and breaking apart as things do so. But this is a different system than what's on the way tomorrow. Tomorrow, weather warn day, especially for the afternoon and evening drive. Accumulating snow will impact a widespread amount of us here in the state, especially central Minnesota and southern Minnesota. That's where the heaviest snow is trending, southern Minnesota into central and southern Wisconsin. The next 12 hours, quiet through late morning, and then once we get into early afternoon and some areas late morning, we'll start to see some flakes fly and temperatures warming up to well above the freezing mark today. And again, like I said, we could even see some areas with some drizzle mixing in with some flakes. Snow showers develop tomorrow, turning widespread by lunchtime, and that will be widespread throughout the afternoon and evening. A snowy start on Friday as well. So if you're just now joining us, to kind of recap things, light snow today, under an inch expected. Widespread snowfall tomorrow into Friday. Another round of accumulating snow this weekend.